Welcome to the Huffman Show.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat.
Like that, and the other half,
but
they're still second
coming
class.
from a black man's point of view, it's some black man out here that's like, I wasn't a slave.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
But
Get
people
over
don't
it.
understand
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
People don't understand that every white person in America benefits somehow from black people being a slave. Whether it be from technology that black people was forced to make, whether it be from us picking cotton and forming the South.
Did you? I don't mean to cut you off, but it's on the same topic. Did you? There's this new whiskey. Fuck, I can't think of the name, but it was basically the backstory. The guy who created it, it's called Brentford Reserve, I want to say. Mm-hmm. I'll look it up in a second. The guy who created it was a slave, and he's responsible for.
Jack Daniels.
He's responsible for showing the Jack Daniels how to make and they said there's no documented pictures of him by himself, but they said there is one picture, and it was well before white men would take a picture with black people in it, and it was the dispensary, like a Jack Daniels distillery.
Well, Jack Daniels gives him respect.
Absolutely, but he's one of the only. Like all the other, like I guess in the South, like the only reason his name is still relevant is because black people have kept the story going. But Jack Daniels also gave him the respect. But all the other, once Jack Daniels was gone and it was passed down, they didn't pass that part down. You know, Jack Daniels knew and acknowledged it and never hated on the dude. That's why the picture it shows the black guy. And it's a black and white picture. It's a black dude, and then it's all the other white guys. And that it was really deep. I think it's called Renford's Reserve. I'm gonna look it up.
Thomas Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jefferson was not Thomas Jefferson, but Thomas Edison, right? America's greatest inventor.
Man, he was a fucking thief, dude.
Right, he would just steal.
He was a thief.
He had a whole bunch of people working for him, and he would take their patent. And it was a black guy who was his lead.
Woodford, I'm sorry.
It was a black guy that was his lead scientist that he used to make because when they asked him to do shit for the patent office, right? They was like, yo, we need the blueprints, right? He was like, okay, cool. He would tell the black guy, like, yo, I need you to drop them blueprints for what you made.
We're the only country.
But he stole from his own. He stole from his white man too.
Right.
His partners.
Right.
He stole from them
Tesla too.
Yeah, he stole from Tesla. All of that.
The fact of the matter is, and this is what white people fail to acknowledge and really take the shame for and humble themselves about, is that America is the only country to have black slavery like this. No other country ever had people enslaved to build the country. No other country has done the shit that America has done.
Think about that.
Black people.
Think about that. Listen to what
to
you
black
just
people.
said. Just think of what you said.
To one race.
Say that. One race. Yeah.
We took all these black people, brought them here, and just worked them to death.
And we still here.
Right. Bro, I was way off.
And now we're eating off of this shit.
It's called Uncle's.
We're the only country to do that, bro.
Uncle Nearest is the.
We've given everybody reparations.
That's the name of. That's the name.
We gave Japan reparations.
Everybody has gotten reparations, but us, and we're the ones who got it the worst.
This is the bottle.
We dropped 2 nuclear weapons on Japan and felt bad.
How expensive is that goddamn whiskey?
Think about that.
And it's not made by Jack Daniels?
No, it's made by a black. She's the first. That's what the story was. She's the first female whiskey. First black female whiskey owner.
Yeah, so the fact of the matter is, like I said, America is fucked up. And until they acknowledge it, we're going to all... Because see, I'm going to tell you like this. My thing is, I'm thinking about this today, right?
Is it
talking about this
it's still being sold.
Because I work with an office
the company just...
Come on, guys. We had 2 conversations in this bitch. What's going on?
We
done brought up like mad topics. Y'all still want to go about the white dude?
It's not gonna hurt you, though.
White people, in my opinion, the reason that I've always felt uncomfortable around them is really, I ain't gonna say uncomfortable around them, but I always feel like they feel, and they'll always tell me that they don't, but I'm quite sure they do, that they feel like they're better than me. I don't give a fuck who they are. You know what I'm saying? I just feel
no matter what.
I don't care what it is. I walk past white people every day and I say hi, and a lot of them don't even say hi back. I know they hear me. I know they hear me.
I agree.
But to say hi is just too much for them to say to a black person.
I get a lot of them who won't even smile.
But see, honestly, that shit is new. You know what I'm saying? Because I would say 5 years ago, I would get that.
Or at least a smile.
Right,
And then
I can
acknowledge
get
that you spoke.
Now, since Trump's been in office, these white folks don't give a fuck. They like, oh shit, the prep nigga.
You can't talk to me.
Right, I don't want to talk to you, nigga. I voted for Trump type shit. I voted for Trump. So my thing is,
for
as much as I have to work with them and be around them and smile in their face, you know what I'm saying, to get ahead and to get a couple dollars
for a fifth.
The premium 60.
All I want is to be looked at as fairly. You know what I'm saying? All I want to be looked at as equal. That's all I want. I just want you to look at me like I want you to fight for me, like I would fight for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like the white chick said, there's only one race, and that's the human race. You know what I'm saying?
You guys talking
that's
two
it.
different things.
There's only one race, and that's the human race. So.
A lot of people don't think that way though. Shit.
But that's what it is.
In the eyes of a lot of white people, we are second-class citizens.
It'll never be. It's like I'm not gonna say that. It's always like this, in my opinion.
No, because even if let's say everybody on board, let's say everybody that we normally meet, just normal people, were understood and they tried to make things better for us and took our side and didn't look at us different. The powers to be are still biased. That's why the reason why black people are less likely to get a loan. That's the reason why doctors are less likely to prescribe.
That's why
pain medication, opiates to African Americans. Whether you have a history in it, or your family has a history in it, or there's no history in it. You're black. And that shit is real.
There's no in my opinion.
So the powers that be are always going to keep it biased, even if everyone else tries to change it.
Until we get liberty, bro.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying
more black people.
I'm not saying that this would make things. Somebody like
a black person will never be above a Rockefeller or Rothschilds or any of the motherfuckers running this shit because you see, you know what they do? They fuck each other. They keep it in the bloodline. For real, I'm not lying to you. That's real talk. I remember seeing. Did you ever see that Adam Sandler movie?
Which one?
Oh my God, which one was that? Where I think he had the son or some shit, and he came back for the son, and he was trying to marry. All I remember is
Click.
Was it Click?
No,
I don't think it was Click.
Daddy's Boy.
Daddy's Boy, something like that. Yeah, it was something like that.
But Adam Sandler and Andy Samberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah.
Remember that? Like that's that's real. Like that's real talk. Like white people do that shit for real. We're gonna keep this shit in the family. You gonna fuck your peoples and whatever.
We looking for your first cousin.
The blood. That's how. Because in their opinion, they gotta keep the bloodline pure. You know what I'm saying? So we think that sacrificing and all that type of shit is crazy, but just think about keeping the bloodline pure. Keeping your you want to keep your bloodline pure. Exactly, but
just
it's done.
Crazy.
It's done.
Yeah,
they do it. They make sure it's done because we can't let this wealth or this shit go anywhere because we control it all. They control. Like I thought we got into that whole 1% against to get out of taxes. And then we get over here and get taxed.
They said the top three. They said 3 people in the world have more money than everybody in the world.
Yeah, and that's fucking ridiculous.
Bernie Sanders said.
Bernie Sanders said that.
Bernie Sanders said, "Yo, it can't be like that."
Mm-hmm.
3 people in the world can't have more money than everybody put together.
In the world or the U.S.?
In the world. Rodney.
Who are the 3 people in the world?
Like Steve Bezos. And I think
he's the richest man.
It has to be in America. It can't be in the world.
It can't be in the world. You
can't talk about Saudis.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say
they got money.
They got oil. They don't even have money. They don't even. They have.
He's probably saying like
we talk about America.
It's got America.
He's probably saying like 3 people in America have as much money as everybody in America.
America, that's how they control America. Right. 3 people in America
can't have as much money as everybody in America. That's what it is. That's what they meant. Yeah.
Because it says we have to flip in order for America to
Steve Jobs,
we have to flip the financial
upside down.
The financial balance has to be more even for anything to happen.
It's never gonna be like that though.
Because that's why right now they're talking about a recession. So we might be hitting another recession. Now, only people gonna feel a recession is people who broke, who ain't got no fucking money. The people who are rich, they're not feeling a fucking
Right,
recession.
they don't
There's
understand
recession for them. You know why there's a recession for us? Because they got all the fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
There's been when Donald
And
Trump
we're still buying their product, so they're getting richer while we getting poor, right?
and that's what Bernie Sanders said that we should all be able to profit from Amazon. Since we made you, we should all get a kickback.
But see, that's what Andrew Lang was saying about the whole stipend thing.
Mhm.
That's where the stipend would come in at. And that's why I said that's a good idea. Like, I don't know why these motherfuckers just don't come together and all just be like, all right, we're going to pick these two, but y'all take all these ideas. Like, nigga, all this shit, everything that everybody's saying is good, but they all knock off somebody, though.
They all know it should, at the end of the day, that a lot of them don't want to fight the battle to get it passed either. And then you got to think, shit, if you're going to...
Well,
if shit were to pass where Amazon has to give a kickback, they legally have to give Amazon years to get shit in order to do that. And then by the time they're doing that shit, they should have cut ties, so they're not making as much. So the kickback, like, there's always going to be loopholes.
They only said it only take like a year or two to get that whole shit with Amazon and the stock.
There's always loopholes, bro. I'm telling you. That's why the rich can continue to stay rich. That's why that president...
Donald Trump signed that bill to make every rich person not pay taxes, and our taxes went up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rich are going to stay.
But that's why a president gets in there and changes that. That's all presidents are doing nowadays.
That's why there's no such thing as you can't be a farmer no more, because of Donald Trump made all the tariffs with China, where we send all of our fruits because they can't grow it. So now there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now the farm, like they said, their crops are just rotting. Their crops are just rotting because, we don't got nothing to do with this shit. People can't pick the fruit because guess what? All the fucking fruit pickers that we normally have, we fucking deported. Because guess what? Those are the jobs that they was taking. And look,
and Americans feel they're too good to do shit like that.
I'm not being a fucking migrant picker, Rodney. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm not traveling up and down the coast picking strawberries, apples, oranges.
I
lemons.
get that, but if that was some shit, and you search for a job and you have a mouth to feed, and like, hey, we're gonna need you to do this. You mean to tell me you would rather have no job than a job? Because if you would, then I wouldn't. If it came down to it, and I lost my job and couldn't find another good job, and had to settle for fucking working at McDonald's or some shit.
That's working at McDonald's. You didn't. He said picking up.
I said migrant.
I'm just saying that falls under a category of job.
No, it's not.
Under McDonald's.
No, look, migrant picker. Nigga, you get picked by you get paid by the pound. You have to know how to pick fruit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do this. These niggas been picking fruit for years, so they just through the field. Nigga, we out there like this shit is brand. This ain't a computer.
I would learn how to pick some fruit if I had to. Right?
Yeah.
Fat nigga.
Yeah, after a while. But like, you know what I'm saying? After a while. But guess what, nigga? At that first day, you not hitting them pounds.
No.
You can shit in the field. Fertilize the.
See what I mean? Look, Rodney talking about shit. I gotta have coffee and shit.
Yeah.
See, I gotta get there. Is there coffee? Where's the break room? There's no break room. What are you talking about?
It's a break shit.
There's no break.
It's a break. It's a break shit.
Like what I'm supposed to eat.
In it.
Like
right. Oh, your lunch is what you brought.
Yeah, your lunch is what you brought.
The niggas gonna be like, I brought one taco. This was all we could spare. You know what I'm saying? Rodney's like, Rose made all this food for me.
Now I'll be like, I'll be back. Like, I'm about to go get lunch.
The revolution will not be televised, but we don't have liberty yet. Period. We have freedom, but we don't have liberty. And liberty is the...
being included in the society as 100%.
Listen, they just don't do
liberty is the fact... It's
they have
the power
to
not to do... The liberty is the power to do whatever you want, whenever you want.
That white guy right there running after murdering 2 people was liberty.
Yeah, that's liberty all day. That's liberty.
That's liberty all day. If I've ever seen liberty, that's what it looks like.
Niggas ain't trying to go to war, man. But you know what I was thinking? If we all came together, just for maybe 1 or 2 days, because I think there's a lot of niggas out there who probably can't even afford a day. But 1 or 2 days, niggas just didn't do nothing. Didn't go to work, didn't buy shit, or nothing. Nigga, the world would shut. Nigga, the world would stop. Nigga, shit would stop. Niggas didn't show up to work. Niggas didn't show up to their news stations and shit like that. It was just niggas just at home like,
Just
bro,
every
niggas
black
at-
man in the world,
But because
every black man,
because
if you got
that black
nigga,
person.
that would be
if you
great.
got African,
But the issue is, so many people look at us as second-class citizens. We would be replaced in those 2 days.
No, we would. You can't replace us. Can't replace our money.
you can't
definitely
replace,
can't replace
you
us.
can't replace
Right.
half of 6 billion.
Right.
Right.
Period.
They would figure out a way.
You
Well, they
can't.
wouldn't.
Well, we're not half of 6 billion. I'll put it like that.
Rodney.
But you can't replace
You can't take
1 billion
Rodney.
people.
Rodney, what would
You
happen?
can't replace
what would
1 billion
happen
people.
right now? Right now, if all the black guys didn't show up here, if LeBron James and the rest of the,
The
NBA
NFL?
show up, the NBA would be like 4
They
white
would
guys.
shut down for a
Like,
while, and then they would go and find white people who'd
Well,
want
it
to
wouldn't.
play.
They would whatever.
It wouldn't be good, but shit, they would
Bro,
replace it.
no, they wouldn't. They would say, "What's wrong, guys?" That's what the fuck they would say.
They gonna be like, what do we?
All right,
that's
in
what-
that
What do we
situation-
need to
in
do
that
to bring
situation-
you back?
In
They're
that
gonna say,
situation,
what's wrong?
No. That's what
The
they're gonna say.
NBA,
They're gonna
yes.
say, what do we
No,
need to do?
Everybody, not just the NBA.
No, look.
Everybody is gonna say, "What can we do? We need you
Niggas who
niggas
are
back at
not
work,
working.
A stand strong,
bro. We need you niggas back at work.
a stand strong
Amazon,
revolution.
Amazon, we need you niggas back at work. You hear me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
Amazon
exactly.
employing nothing
Exactly.
but black people.
Fast
There ain't no
food.
white people in there doing shit.
Because nobody runs
Fast, exactly. Fast food.
Look.
Nigga, a lot of these fast food spots ain't gonna open.
You cannot run a business without workers.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You can't run a business
We do
without
that
workers,
one,
man.
Fast food
like I
will
said,
shut down.
1 or 2 days. Nigga, they gonna ask what's going on. We gonna
A
have
lot of grocery stores would be shut down.
motherfuckers gonna be the president. Nigga, Trump right now. Trump would be like, hey,
Garbage
my guy.
pickup will be shut down.
Trump would be like, my guy.
Everybody,
what's going on?
dude, everything would be shut
Kanye,
down.
somebody get Kanye on the phone.
He's not
What's going
answering,
on?
sir. God
Right.
damn it. Him too? I thought we had him.
For real, bro. I'm
damn.
the
telling you,
only person that would
change
show up
a
for
lot
work
of
would be
shit,
like
bro.
Ben Carson. Ben Carson would be there. He'd be
Colin
like,
Powell, like,
I
I
talked to
think he
him.
didn't get the call. A lot of niggas, some people are going to show up to work and they didn't get the call.
Lester Holt, like, I gotta report this shit.
No,
I
that's
gotta
We
go
would
to
have
work.
to have Lester Holt. He would have to go to work. We would tell Lester.
Lester would be reporting
Lester,
from home.
you just quit from ABC.
no,
we now
Lester-
need you on BET. It's the only black station.
Lester would be
My
reporting
nigga
from
quits
home.
right here.
Like
like
he
the referee.
want to be
Guess what?
refereeing this
The
game.
cameraman's black, and everybody else behind the scenes doing all the heavy shit
A lot of-
is black.
a lot of
the key
cameramen are
grips,
white.
all that shit. I'm
Now,
telling you,
the
it's-
key grips are
Bruh,
white,
tell me.
are black, but a lot of the cameramen are old white men who've been cameramen for years. That's why it was so hard to find work after media school, because a lot of these jobs in the media are old
up
white
here,
men,
bro.
and it's damn near
That's up here,
like the only spot that's revolving are anchors, and if you're not an anchor, shit, a black
You go to the
person.
south, it's black people all over the
Oh
place.
yeah, at news
News,
stations.
the newsrooms would be kind of shut down.
It's just different.
They would have to
Listen,
take cameramen
Oh
to do
shit,
that.
this is what.
I'm only going off of
Look,
what I'm
look,
The
talking-
nigga Dick
what I'm
Gregory
seeing.
said it the best. He said down south. Damn, what did he say? He said down south.
Oh
it's
shit!
about
Did you see that?
white people are. It's like more down south. White people are like. Damn.
They don't
like,
want to be around
come,
us down south for real.
Don't. You can talk to me, but don't come close to me.
Yeah, that's how they are down south.
And up north, it's like
Don't come
You
close
can-
to me.
right, or you
Or
can
talk
talk
to
to
me.
me. No, it was like you can come close to me, but you can't talk to me, or some shit like that. But he was saying like that's the difference between white people and black people down south is because it's just a different form of racism.
So you saying it's
Down
it's
south people
it's
like,
come
you
close
know,
to me, but don't talk to me, or vice versa.
I should have pulled it up and just
Down
listen
south
to what
people,
they say.
I've seen it. Down south white people, they know they expect to see us. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
it's like all right,
But don't
they're
talk
doing
to
their thing over there. They're not fucking with us. We're not gonna fuck with them. Don't talk to us. Like I don't mind you being close to me. Like that's your home. I live here. Whatever. White black dude on my street. Up here, it's more like why are these black people near me? You feel me? Like you know
You
you're
don't
gonna have to
belong
interact with them at work.
You don't
but
belong here.
You don't live in this. You shouldn't. You don't deserve to live in this type of neighborhood. You can't be my neighbor.
You don't belong
That's
here.
the type of shit you get up north. Down south, you get more of the like, fuck are you talking to me for? Shit, I see you. I know
Don't
what you.
come on my property,
Right? I
nigger.
see what you're doing. I know you gotta eliminate stand, but don't
His
flag
name
me
is
down.
John Brown. Hold on.
As much about John Brown as we do about Frederick Douglass.
That's the big difference between up north and down south.
Jackie Robinson.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Harriet
Fuck, we
Tubman.
still on?
We
That
was?
should definitely stop.
Pretty radio
No,
active,
we started it.
even 150 years later. 'Cause,
Did you see they said Paul Mooney is
Yeah, I seen that shit.
and Richard Pryor? The comments were talking. The actual post was talking about Paul Mooney, but the comments people were talking about Richard
You
Pryor.
hit that, Ron.
I guess Paul Mooney had sexual relations with Richard Pryor's son, and in the comments people were like, "Shit, Richard Pryor, you know, he had sexual relations with men too," and everybody was like, "Bro." It didn't say anything about Richard Pryor. It's talking about his son. The dude was like, I know it's what it's talking about, but I'm telling you, Richard Pryor also has hooked up with men. They said back in the day, Black Hollywood, like shit. If you weren't doing drugs or whatever, like you had to get in somehow. They said a lot of black actors were behind the scenes were doing gay shit or black.
Sorry guys, the Smart Alex will not go forward.
For what?
Trying to do gay shit.
What gay shit?
Anything. Hey John, we're gonna give you the Smart Alex $1 million.
I don't
Step
know
in this
what-
room real quick
I don't
and
know
let
what
him
that's about, though.
watch him jack off, okay? Like, nah.
I don't think that's real though.
Look at my face, Rodney. You guys be like, Jay, it's $1 million, man.
I wouldn't tell you that shit. I'd be like, nah, bro. You don't have to do that shit.
I would hug you like, thank you, Rodney. Look, Rodney, like, Jay, John, are you crying? Thank you for not making me do that, Rodney.
It's never that serious. Like, shit.
I was scared that you was gonna make me do that.
You cool, bro. Go lay down, nigga.
I'm gonna go outside, smoke
You
a cigarette.
sleepy shit.
I'm gonna get a cigarette.
Yeah, but
If you don't mind, can I just have one? Like walk away, then come back home, Rodney. Rodney, can I?
We probably still on though, for
Can I
real.
just get one? Thank you, because I left mine.
Yep, still on,
So
still
I don't
on.
think I was like
Going
yeah,
strong.
shot.
You hear in spirit, bro.
We still on.
Can Larnell, can you see Lar?
Hey, did y'all want to hit this blunt?
No.
Here you go.
If
That's my
it's,
blunt, bro.
yeah, if it's cool with you.
Why is that
bro.
your blunt, man?
John's about to roll up too. What, you kicking us out? Where you gotta be? Where you
You
gotta
got
be?
this girl coming. Let's wrap up the show.
You said you would have smoked this blunt before you go. Like we
Because
all
this
got
gonna
up
be the
and
last
said
thing
we
you
was about to
gonna.
leave.
The last thing you gonna smoke.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up, bro.
Nah, John's about to roll one too.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another great episode of the Smart Alex. I want to shout out to Angry Al, the young professor. We had the Larvinator here.
Larva.
So hit us on our website, www.thesmartalex.com.
Let's put us on the radio, bro.
We gonna come back on the radio. We coming back, so get ready for that. We'll see you guys next week. And remember, I'm always smarter than you. Turn off the camera, one of you jerks.
I don't know how. I'm not smart enough.
I know you're not.
Punch me in your motherfucking mouth.
Turn off the camera.
Punch him in
There.
his mouth.